This is Romantacism 101 by Dean Young. Then I realized I hadn't secured the boat. Then I realized my friend had lied to me. Then I realized my dog was gone, no matter how much I called in the rain. All was change. Then I realized I was surrounded by aliens, disguised as orthodonists, having a convention at the hotel breakfast bar. Then I could see into the life of things, that systems seek only to reproduce the conditions of their own reproduction. If I had to pick between shadows and essences, I'd pick shadows. They're better dancers. They always sing their telegrams. Their old gods do not die. Then I realized the very fealty was salvation, in this greeny entanglement of breath. Yeah, as if. Then I realized, even when you catch the mechanism, the trick will still convince. Then I came to in Texas and realized rockabilly would never go away. Then I realized I'd been drugged. We were all chasing nothing. Which left no choice but to intensify the chase. I came to handcuffed and gagged. I came to intubated and packed in some kind of foam. This too is how ash moves through water. And all this time the side door unlocked. Then I realized repetition could be an ending. Then I realized repetition could be an ending. Romanticism was a movement in the 18th century that was established as a reaction to classism and many of the ideas in the Age of Enlightenment, such as the demystifying of nature through science and the disparity between the rich and the poor. And a few of Romanticism's main characteristics are its intense optimism, its reverence for nature, and the celebration of an individual's imagination. And ironically, this poem with the name Romanticism 101 goes against all of those characteristics of Romanticism and portrays a very bleak and pessimistic world where we are surrounded with aliens who don't have our best interests at heart and systems that only work for their self-interests instead of dutifully doing their jobs that they were designed to do. I really like how the beginning of this poem ignites the tones of distrust and disillusionment with the 3 lines at the beginning. We see the speaker being betrayed and failed by the things that he thought he could count on, such as maybe his knot that tied his boat to the dock, or the loyalty of his dog that ran away in the rain. The speaker then describes a very surreal scene of aliens who are disguised as orthopedists who are having a convention at a breakfast bar. And this is interesting because even though the aliens don't have human teeth or really know anything about the human experience, they're still certified to be orthopedists. This seems to suggest that oftentimes people in positions of power and prestige are largely disconnected from the experience of the average person, even though they have the qualifications and education for their job. In the midsection of this poem, the poet describes a system that is only concerned with self-preservation instead of actually doing the job that it was designed to do. And that escape from this system is futile because of its cyclical and inevitable and far-reaching nature. And as a side note, I really liked the poet's use of synecdoche when he refers to life as a greeny entanglement of breaths. At the end of the poem, the speaker then describes himself getting kidnapped and drugged from this Texas bar and being gagged and then being imprisoned in a scene that is like very reminiscent of The Matrix when Neo wakes up and pulls the tube out of his throat. The last two lines of this poem are very interesting because at first glance they're kind of unsatisfying and they seem to leave the reader hanging. But through the repetition of the phrase, "then I realized," throughout the poem, it seems to carry on the fact that there really is no escape from this system due to its inevitability and far-reaching power, and that life isn't always as satisfying as Romanticism would like to believe. Thank you for watching.